If you're watching this mid-January feeling like you've already failed, don't worry, because from this day forward, because you've watched this video, you are going to go out there and be the baddest bitch that you can possibly be. You're going to switch that alter ego on. You're going to change that mindset shift, and you are going to be kinder to yourself in order to become 37 times the woman that you are right now. Okay, so confession time. Before the new year hit, like November, December, I was making so much positive new year content. I was like, guys, come on, we gotta lock in now. What's your New Year's resolution? Start now, so January is so much easier. Like, come on, we got this, new year, new energy, let's go, let's jump on the train. I am so sorry. I take it all back because I actually forgot how bleak January really is. So I apologize. Just like you, I had so many big goals and plans for myself as soon as the calendar struck January 2026. But my reality is looking a little bit different to that right now. Why? Because it's literally freezing outside. We have to work. I'm tired. I should be hibernating in bed, but somehow, some way, I thought that I could completely reinvent myself in like 24 hours. It's just not fucking realistic, is it, girls? Now, if you are Little Miss Perfect and you set so many New Year's resolutions and you've stuck to every single one, fuck yeah, get it, girl, because you are who I'm trying to be. But for those of us who have maybe not got off to the best start in 2026, this video is for you. It's for me. It's for us, because I'm in the exact same boat as you. You've had this big, long list of goals and achievements that you wanted to get cracking on, habits that you wanted to break, new habits that you wanted to introduce, blah, 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 blah. We've heard it all before. We know what a New Year's resolution looks like. But when we set ourselves so many goals and we don't achieve, like, say, one or two of them, then in our heads, we're like, well, I am just a pathetic loser who can't achieve anything, so I guess I should just not bother. But look, I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you. This is where we are going wrong. Just because we may have epically failed the first 2 weeks of January does not mean that we will fail 2026. No, I just think that we need to look at it a little bit differently. If you're watching this, you are probably just like me and you want to become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. You want to be that highest timeline dream version of you that you could possibly ever think of. You know, you've got the money, you've got the body, you've got the love, you've got the adventure, you know, you've got it all. But how can we go from this Christmas version of us, you know, like cheese and crackers, doing absolutely nothing, not working out when we're supposed to overnight being that bitch? We don't. It doesn't work like that. So lock in with me now and listen to what I have to say, because I actually do think this could be the key to becoming hot and not a flop, you know? My New Year's resolution list was so long, like delusionally wrong. I know they say like being delulu is the salulu, but like I don't know about that, you know? If you're anything like me, your New Year's resolution list was probably like, okay, you have to become a totally different person to the person you are right now, like tomorrow. Like everything about you, change it. That was what my New Year's resolution list looks like. And obviously, I haven't done half of the things on there. It's like, wake up at 8 a.m. It's dark. Go out for a walk in the morning. It's cold. Journal, meditate, eat a healthy breakfast, which I have done those 3 things. Take supplements, read a non-fiction book, which is like, I'm trying, but like, I just want to read books about fairies having sex. Sue me. At least I'm reading. Anyway, some people don't even fucking read books. Like, if you don't read books, read a fucking book. Get my screen time down like 2 hours. I'm trying my best, guys, but like, I'm an addict, you know? Stop vaping, done that, slay. Stop drinking, done that, slay. Go to the gym every single day. Like, what the fuck? Who goes to the gym every single day? What am I, like the Hulk? And so when your list is ridiculously long like this, when it is so far from the girl that you was yesterday, when you're trying to do these things, it first of all feels like not even an uphill climb. It feels like you're climbing Mount Everest with no prior experience to rock climbing, because that's basically what you're doing. And when we set ourselves all of these big, consistent goals that we have to achieve, and then we slip up 2 or 3 times, then we punish ourselves and we hate ourselves because we're not doing the things that we said we need to be doing in order to become that highest version of ourselves. But this is where we're going wrong. Okay, say you don't go on your daily walk. You're like, I should have gone outside on my walk today. Oh my God, I'm just so stupid. Like, I don't want to do anything now. When we're punishing ourselves like that, it makes all of the other things that we're trying to incorporate feel hard too, because we're bringing ourselves down into like a low vibrational state, like a bad mood, which is not where we want to be in order to get to where we want to go. We need to be moving at like a vibrational frequency of love, happiness, gratitude. You know the drill. All of those happy, high emotions are what is going to get us to where we want to be, not the negative ones. So we need to stop putting so much on our plates so that it is actually kind of impossible to achieve, and in turn causing us to feel negative, because it's going to make everything else feel 10 times worse. So I've had this realization, which kind of goes against everything I believe in, because I'm a very like tough love, suck it up, let's do it, gun to your head, let's go kind of girl. But I do think that we need to be kinder to ourselves. Oh, I know, it's so boring. It's like, love yourself, be kind to yourself. But like, we actually should, because that is what is going to help us take the next steps. It sounds very counterintuitive to me to like, take it easy, take your foot off the gas and like, you know, like go a little bit slower. But I was listening to the Mel Robbins podcast the other day, and she had the guy who wrote Atomic Habits on. What's his name? James Clear. She had James Clear on, and he was saying that even if we just try to be 1% better every single day, just 1% better than you were the day before, by the end of the year, you will be 37 times better than you are right now. So imagine if someone said to you, you could be 37 times better this year if you just did these things in this slow order. You'd be like, all right, I'll do it, because 37 times better than what you are right now is an amazing achievement. Maybe 37 times better than the version you are right now isn't that highest version of yourself, but she is way closer to her than you are right now. She is way closer to her than the version of you who doesn't stagger her goals, who gives up halfway through the month, halfway through the year, whenever it is you do give up. So actually taking the slow and steady route to achieving all of our goals may be the answer to us actually sticking to our New Year's resolutions. This is another thing as well. We see these New Year's resolutions, we're like, from the 1st of January, I have to be doing this. But actually, I think we need to look at it in a year, like by the 31st of December 2026, I want to be someone who has incorporated all of my New Year's resolutions, whether I start at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, by December 31st, 2026, I will have achieved all of these goals. Then we're looking at like a whole year to work on ourselves, rather than just this big rush in like a couple of days and then feeling bad about it. Like, honestly, it's not working for us. Right. So the solution, instead of trying to change everything all at once, what we need to be doing is we need to be stacking our resolutions. For example, like me, if I said I'm going to go to the gym every single day, if I miss just one day, I'm like, ugh, I hate myself, failed. What's the point? Like, I'm not going to stick to that goal. But if I said to myself, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week for the next 3 months. Once I achieve that, I'm going to buy myself a present, aka maybe a brand new Honor Active workout set, and then I'm going to up it to 5 times a week. And then I'm going to have another goalpost in mind, say 6 months on from then. Maybe then I will set foot in the gym every day and I'll buy myself some new trainers, make it fun, make it buildable. Make sure there's a reward at the end of this. If you haven't read Atomic Habits, you should read it. I read it ages ago. It didn't resonate with me then, but honestly, listening to him on the Mel Robbins podcast, you should probably just listen to that as well. I felt so clear on what it is I should be doing. So hopefully I'm like sharing that information with you in a fun girly way. But you could do this for any of your goals. For example, say you want to start reading. Rather than say, I'm going to read 50 books this year, just say like, I'm going to read 10 pages a day before I go to bed. And then if I do that for 2 months, then I buy myself a Kindle. We have to make our goals something that we can actually achieve. As well, like you want to start a business, but you have a full-time job and you're like, I'm going to do this every single day for 7 hours. It's like, okay, yeah, but like you still have to work, you still have to work out, you still have to sleep, you still have to clean your house, you still have to socialize. And it's like, come on, let's take baby steps at the moment. So say if I work on my business every day for an hour or 2 hours, then in a few months' time, I should have hit this goalpost, and then I'm going to up the ante a bit and I'm going to put more time into it. I'm going to put some more money into it rather than just do everything all at once. Build it up so that whatever goal it is that you have in mind that you're working towards, it feels like tough, but like doable for a while. And then once you keep doing something for a while, it becomes second nature. And then once it feels like second nature, then you up the ante again and you keep going like that. The key is nothing should ever feel easy. If life feels easy, then you're doing it wrong. Because just like when you go to I go spinning. I went spinning today because I love to talk to myself. So anyway, just like when you go to a spin class, the first spin class you go to sucks and you hate it. You go back again, you put your gear up because you're a little bit better now and it still sucks. You hate it. And you get better, but every single time you go, it sucks. It's hard because every single time you're pushing yourself to that next limit, which is kind of like where we want to be in life. Look at life like a spin class. You're going to hate putting in the hard work, but you're going to feel so good afterwards. And when the level that you're at starts to feel easy, you push yourself again, it sucks again, and then you love the outcome because you're just getting fitter, you're getting stronger, you're getting more successful, whatever it is that you want to do, you're getting more intelligent, you're getting hotter. I don't know what it is, but it's a good analogy. So for solution 1, stackable solutions, basically just take your big goals, break it down, give yourself markers throughout the year. You know how in business they do it quarterly? I think quarterly is a great way to section up your life. So give yourself goals for the first 3 months and then incorporate something for the next 3 months. For example, my outdoor walk is waiting until the spring because I know I am not going out there in that disgusting weather. It's just not for me. And do not forget to set yourself little rewards as well once you achieve those things, because then you're going to be working towards something. You're going to be like, oh my God, 20 more times in the gym and I can buy myself a complete new workout set. It's fun. And these are all great. The stackable solutions, I really do believe like that's the way to go in order for us to actually get to where we want to go. But one of the biggest things, the second part of the solution, is to remember that this isn't just you going and doing different things. This is you completely changing the way you see yourself, because your mindset is probably more than half the battle. Your mindset is maybe 90% of the battle. You can have this like stackable resolution solution, but if you still see yourself as someone who never follows through, as someone who gives up, or as someone who can't achieve something, as someone who's stupid, or someone who's ugly, someone who's dumb, someone who people don't like, if you still have these negative thoughts about yourself, then you are never going to achieve it. So this is what you really need to be working on every single day. Think about that highest version of yourself. What is she like? You could probably step into her energy right now. I'm just going to think about my girl, aka future me. Hey girl. She would have money. She would be hot. She would love herself. She would go on big adventures and she would be successful. So what kind of energy would that be? I know this sounds very like woo-woo, hippie chick vibes, but the hippie chicks, they have a point, okay? We need to completely shift our mindset into this new reality. We need to see ourselves as the person who wakes up early, who goes on a run, who works on her business, someone who is thoughtful and kind. Like whatever the goal is that you have for yourself in mind, you need to see yourself as that person now, because your goal may be to have a 6-pack of abs, but just having 6-pack in mind isn't going to get you to where you want to be. You need to think, I am the sort of girl who takes the actions that will in turn reward me with a 6-pack. If you want a 6-pack, you have to act, do, and be the sort of girl who has a 6-pack. If you want to be a rich, successful business entrepreneur, then you have to act like a rich, successful business entrepreneur. You have to be focused. You have to be disciplined, you know? Like think about how you can change how you see yourself. Work on that every single day. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, maybe have some affirmations. Just remind yourself, I am not the person I was before. I am now that bitch. I am now that bitch. Step into an alter ego, give her a different name if you have to, but just like move into this new energy, because the old energy is not working. So if you're watching this mid-January feeling like you've already failed, don't worry, because from this day forward, because you've watched this video, you are going to go out there and be the baddest bitch that you can possibly be. You're going to switch that alter ego on. You're going to change that mindset shift, and you are going to be kinder to yourself in order to become 37 times the woman that you are right now. Take a look at your New Year's resolution list. See what you can do now, what is achievable, and what just feels like a little bit out of reach. Take those resolutions that feel ever so slightly out of reach and reevaluate how you're going to get to that end goal. Take a look at your timelines, build upon said goal, reward yourself at different goalposts, and you will get to where you want to be. Because this tough love, this harsh, bang, overnight, new me energy must work for some people, but doesn't work for all of us. So if it hasn't been working for you, take my advice, because I'm going to be taking my own advice, which is something I don't usually do, but I will. I'm just assuming because I was ethically failing at all of my resolutions that there'd be other people out there failing their resolutions. If you're not, slay. If you are, let me know in the comments so I feel like I'm not alone. And also let me know how you're going to break your resolutions down in order to make it more achievable. What is your New Year's resolution? What is your goal for this new year? Who do you want to be when the clock strikes midnight on the 31st of December 2026? I really want to become the best version of myself, and I really want to help you do that too. Hi, by the way, I should have introduced myself earlier, but my name is Chloe, and my goal for this YouTube channel is to create content that makes you feel uplifted, inspired, and motivated to go out there and slay life. Basically, the goal is to make self-development fun. F-U-N, because I know self-development is kind of like structured and boring. So hopefully I can make it a little bit more interessante. I want to be the hottest, richest, most successful version of myself, and I want to help you get there too. So if that sounds like something that you're into, which I know you are because you're watching this video, then please hit that subscribe button, because I am not going to stop. I'm going to keep asking you to hit that subscribe button, and you're going to keep seeing my face, and then I'm going to be big one day, and you're going to be like, woo, yes, girl. She did those New Year's resolutions. She changed her mindset. So I want to spread that positive energy through to you guys. This has been my first video that I filmed in like a month, so it might be a little bit rusty, but you know, you got to start somewhere, just like these New Year's resolutions. The first time you do it, it's not going to be perfect, neither's the second, neither's the third, but eventually it's going to start to feel easier and you're going to get better. So yeah, that is all from me today. I have gone on a lot, but I hope you feel a little bit more seen in the fact that you've had a bit of a lazy start to the new year. You're not achieving those goals. You're feeling a little bit down on yourself. And I hope you're feeling a little bit more motivated to push forward and take the first steps in order to become that version of yourself that you want to become so badly, because I know you want that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. So thank you. That is all from me today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Mwah! Bye.